So here we are, another live with Arthur of Ease Your Mind. So excited to have Arthur here.
And with Val.
I know you all love having Arthur. No,
I don't know what I'm trying to.
it's always the opposite side for me. So I'm so excited to have Arthur here. And I know you all love Arthur just like I do. So yeah, and you all are coming up with some great questions. I've got a couple starred, and I just want to go. I'm going to ask Arthur, what do you have coming up on your
Nothing.
channel?
Nothing.
You have something big.
No, I've got. Well, I'm doing a show tonight with Mel and Sherry after this. Then I'm doing something with Deanne after Christmas.
Ooh.
And then Susan Lynn and I were talking about doing something in January.
Oh.
And I finally got the winter solstice up for guided meditations, remastered and remixed. So you use the energies and harness the energies of the winter solstice to manifest everything for the following year. So the 21st is winter solstice, but you can start before.
Well, they say the gateway is already open. So the crescendo is on the 19th. So those days before and after are still excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime tapping into those solstice energies. So anytime you think about it, go to Arthur's channel, Ease Your Mind, Arthur Ease Your Mind, and click on that that solstice, that winter solstice, but you'll still get some good manifestation abilities.
Well, I actually did it a year ago. And then when I was re-listening to it, it was like, since I've been doing these for almost a year now, it's like you get to improve them. And so I remastered it, remixed it, re-edited, and I feel it came out very, very well.
Oh, it sounds.
And the sound is much better. So
great.
And so my resolution for the new year is to take each one of these guided meditations and redo them, and then release them on iTunes.
I love that, because that's a great, when you're traveling, well, maybe not in the car, but I mean, when you're on a trip and you're somewhere like in your hotel.
And you don't have, and it's already a download as an MP3, so you don't have to worry about video, because you don't need the video. Yeah. So, like we do here on YouTube.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
So that's so this actually was like a trial run. For it. I mean, I have to do some re-intros and stuff like that, but it'll be good. But
I think that's great.
I enjoy being with you so much. You have no idea, because we just love to giggle and laugh and levitate pens and just,
and I love being with you because you have such a beautiful sense of humor and you're just so warm and sweet. I mean, I've always loved your energy, Arthur. You know that from the beginning.
I know. I enjoy your giggles.
It's like being with an old friend for me.
We probably were in another lifetime, so
I'm sure we were.
Yeah, I figured we were probably the slaves building the pyramids together, and I got slammed with bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
And mortar.
Probably so, right? Oh my goodness. So I'm just going down, just clicking on a few.
And can I just say one thing? If people have questions about what do the guides think, what are this, what do they want me to know, please be a little bit more specific. So that way, there's one show I was doing, somebody said, well, you didn't really answer my questions because I wanted to know about finance. It's like, well, you didn't ask about anything, and I was giving you about romance. If I gave you about romance, you'd be bitching I wasn't doing anything on finance. So if we could just be a little bit more specific, that just helps us.
Yeah.
Also, tell you if I said this before, the spirit guides say you're fat and you order too many pizzas. And just kidding. But I figured I'd say it enough, somebody will get it.
Oh my God, you're funny. Sally is asking, Arthur, what is your background that you have such production abilities? Tell everyone, because we need to refresh their memories if they haven't heard about you already. Arthur is a phenomenal composer. And tell them, Arthur, I mean,
I'm a phenomenal composer. Uh, no, actually, all my degrees are in music. I started out wanting to be a concert pianist, and I graduated from Temple University with my degrees in music. Then in the 80s, I came out here to UCLA in Los Angeles and worked on film scoring. And I had the pleasure of meeting a couple of really great composers. One of the guys that did the music for like Kojak and stuff like that.
Ooh.
He was my teacher. And so I studied with him privately. And then, but in those days, you didn't have computers. You had to have an orchestra. So,
Wow.
To do a demo tape cost a lot of money because you had to bring in musicians and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's pretty easy.
You just electronically.
Digital. Yeah, because I write everything. In fact, and so then I became a reporter for 13 years. Then after that, I went to a TV show. I was also a producer there. I wrote all the music for the show. I was the head writer for the show for 120 episodes, burnt out. And you just learn things. And I just like to study stuff. So when I started doing the guided meditations, it was per Mel's suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
It was doing, well, I'll write these things out. So I was writing my writing stuff. And then, well, it needs music. So I was doing music. And then it's like, oh, these are YouTube videos. I need videos. So I started, editing videos on top of it. And so lo and behold, and then I do silly things like some intros for some people on their YouTube channels.
Yeah, thank you. I love my intro, and everybody has complimented me so much on what a beautiful intro it is. You did a beautiful job.
And that score was from a small 10-minute film I did with Sally Kirkland. And it's just music that I mean, it's not like melodies and sing-alongs, but just when you're doing film scoring, it's I tell people I can ruin a scene in 4 notes, but and people say, what kind of music do you write? It's like the kind you never hear. Because you don't hear it. You
don't hear it because it sets the mood and the tone, and you just feel how you feel. You're into the scene, whatever it is.
The one guy I taught with, he was incredible. He used to do all the Jane Seymour made-for-TV movies back in the day,
and I love those, like Candy,
and or crack candy,
or crack.
And what he taught me was, he said, if you really look at her early works. Mm-hmm. There was not a lot of reaction when people were talking to her, but when she was delivering her lines, she was incredible. And this is in her early days. So he said, it's up to the composer to give her a backstory or to give that emotion that she's not showing on her in the music. And so that's, how I've always approached writing for films. And I haven't done a lot of films lately, but I did some documentaries, in Japan for like Saki and some other things.
And I have to say, I've seen some of those little clips from those, and oh my gosh, it's just beautiful music. You just write the most gorgeous music. Love it. I mean, really.
People wonder why I'm an insomniac and don't sleep, but but the thing is, doing the guided meditations, it all came together.
Oh,
everything, every part of my existence all came together.
All that prepared you for some of this other things that you're bringing forward.
Yeah. And so when it came time to do the grief meditation, honoring memories and finding peace, that was a very special one to me. It took me about 2 months to write. I do have a partner that I write with, so we go back and forth with things, but I have the final say. Yeah. And it was very special because people had come to me and asked me if I could help them through some grief process. And so our parents had died or friends had died. So that's where I created it. But then when I was looking at it and writing it and listening to it in the studio, because I have to do the voiceovers. And one thing people don't realize is the written word is so much different than the spoken word.
Yeah.
So you have to keep that in mind too when you're writing.
Right.
And so then I kept on hearing music in the background when I was doing it. And so I knew I was going to have to write music, but most of these I do I call soundscapes. Mm. But it's just like an airy fairy, it's just waffling on and on in the background.
But those kind of put you in that
In
meditative
that mood, right?
that
Just
allow
get
you
you relaxed and
get
just
you relaxed.
and there's a science behind, you know, what chords I'm using and what I'm changing and stuff like that. So it's so there's something to it. I'm just not like plopping my hands on a keyboard.
Right.
But then for the guided meditation one, I mean the guided meditation for grief,
Yeah.
I want to take it to a next level. And so I actually scored it like it was a small film because I was seeing it all playing out in my head when I was, you know, listening to it, writing it, and all that kind of stuff. And so visually, I was seeing music behind it. So, and that one, I follow in Japan in August, they have a ritual where you write names of people that have passed, and you go to the beach and you release lanterns. And so that was the premise of this meditation. So I actually scored it like a small film, and I use a string orchestra, harp. I even use a choir. So the guy that helps me mix everything, he's like, "Are you writing for Disney now?"
And you know, it all works so unbelievably together. I have to say, I did that, and I thought I was over my grief, and it allowed me to even release more grief. But this score is just gorgeous, and it gives you the emotion where you need it, and it goes, you know, down a little bit and then goes back up to an uplifting feeling.
Words can only do so much, but when you're writing with music and frequencies, you can hone into emotion.
Yeah.
And so what I felt was missing at those moments in what the video had said or the script, I would just add another layer to take it to another deeper level.
Right.
And so I'm very proud of that one. So, you know,
it's wonderful.
So as far as production, it's, you know, that's where it all came together, you know.
Yeah. And you did a stunning job. So everyone, you know, go check that out, because you might think you don't have grief. Go through that process and you'll feel lighter from it and freer. So,
well, Val was my beta tester. I gave it to her first.
I was lucky.
and then I ended up dedicating it to Mel and Linda because you know, they're the ones that got me started here. You know,
yeah, they really did. They really did. That was
my mamacita and papacita.
Yes. And thank you to them for, you know, getting you out there to all of us who get to enjoy you.
You know, and it's, you know, the thing is I tease people and say that, you know, being a composer, but also being a psychic, it goes hand in hand because I just say I write music before anybody hears it.
That's true. If a tree falls in the forest,
and Mr. Magoo's walking through, do you hear it? But
you hear it.
But the thing is with this, I was working on this one documentary and I get a call from the director, who's also the editor, and he said, "I'm having so much trouble with this one scene. I just don't know how to edit it. I'm just having trouble with it." And more so than I always go in there and I have 2 cents, so I just say, "Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this?" You know. So and I've been known to be a good storyteller. So he came over, he showed it to me. I said, "Let's put this under it." And I put a piece of music under it. And he's like, "What is this?" So what do you mean? He goes, "I don't have to edit. The music changes when they edit it. I don't have to edit this. What is this?" I said, "I wrote it last week."
You have told me things like that like in 2 seconds, you have scored a movie, or you have, I mean, how you've done that on the spur of the moment at the last minute, because you didn't know if a project would go forward. Then you got to call.
There's one project where I wrote the music and I couldn't sleep. I was like meditating. I read the script, and so I'm like thinking different things, and so I did like a dummy score and sent it to the director. He didn't say much, and then he said, "The film's not even filmed yet." I said, "Well, whatever. This is just something I came up with." And so then they filmed the film, and he gave the score to the editor and said, "What is this? I don't have to edit." It's like the score's done. He said, "Yeah, he wrote it before we started filming."
Oh my God.
So you never know what's going to end. And sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't, you know.
Sally's saying you're really talented, Arthur. Thanks for sharing and your sense of humor with us. So that is so true.
Well, it's funny. I was talking to my sister, and she said, she misses my sense of humor and always laughing. And I said, well, when you're being bullied as a kid, you got to come up with say something so that you can run. And she said, and she's like, in high school, I said, no, Mom.
Oh my God, you're so funny. Oh gosh.
Behind every joke, there's a hidden meaning. But no, I like to get people to laugh. I mean, you have to get people to laugh because once they smile and laugh, you can go in there and read them because they're so uptight.
That's true. It does help them relax so they can open up and allow you to
even for a nanosecond. The minute they let down, you can go in there.
There you are.
I mean, the worst case scenario, and I couldn't believe I did this once, but many, many years ago, I was working for a psychic line, and this one woman called and said, Arthur, I'm just going to jump off the ledge. I'm just going to jump off the ledge. For 20 minutes, we're talking about, don't jump, don't jump. Of course, it's not real. She's just talking about jumping. And so they said, you know what? I said, you know what? After all this time, if you want to jump, jump. I'm not going to talk to you about it. Jump. But do me a favor. Before you jump, put the phone down, but don't hang up. I get paid by the minute.
Oh my God.
What did you say? What? I got her laughing, got her crying. We talked her off the ledge,
Oh my God.
So
that's hilarious.
I want to know about my boyfriend. Okay, what's the victim's name?
Oh my God, that's awful. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah. Oh man, well I have
my sense of humor. I mean, that's
you gotta have a sense of humor, right? I mean, that keeps things fun. And I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat.
Sure.
I've starred 12 questions. They begin with Jay Roberts' question and go down to Paul Curioso, whatever it is. My mouth can't even say it. Going back to the chat here, I just want to say hi to a few people. Well, I'm not going to say hi to you all now and do a name check because there's a lot of you. Like we have a lot of people watching right now. So just to speed things up, you all know I love you and Arthur loves you. Thank you for being here, everyone. You're all special to us. And Timbervati Tyke says, Arthur, you are truly gifted and your talents are reaching so many. That is so true. And, just taking a minute to thank Arthur for everything that he does because he's not charging money for those beautiful meditation videos that change your life. So go like and subscribe, leave a comment on any of the videos that you watch so that, in the algorithms, he can even get out there further. Let's get him to 500,000 subscribers. Okay.
You have to give 500,000 free subscriptions or free readings or it's a lot of fake accounts, Val. That's hard.
You're hilarious. Oh my goodness. So Jay Roberts is asking, I would love to know what next year holds for me. Would you please take a look? So just the general energies of next year. We'll see what's going on, Jay Roberts.
I'm just going to go in.
Go.
I hope there's water in the pool. So, my head hurts. No, it's all about you just letting go of the past and realizing who in your life has been there for you as opposed to you always being there for them. And this should have been a cheaper Christmas for you because you're realizing how much you give to everybody, but sometimes you don't get stuff in return. So this new year, the energies of the new year are showing us that it's a new you.
Mhm.
And you're not taking any prisoners. You're just going to keep on taking care of yourself first.
Oh,
And
right.
I do get new people coming up around you when we get into April, May, and June, like-minded people. Because, you know, it gets boring living in a Jerry Springer Show episode. You know, you got to get rid of these people. And I feel you started doing that in October, November this year. And so it's a lighter load. So congratulations. And so this continues all through the next year, but also through the next coming years too. It's this reevaluating of who you are, what your worth is.
Yes.
And just because you've been around people that tell you things does not mean it's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's
If
just
funny.
funny.
I'd be smacking him in the side of the head, but I can be a violent person. I'm an
and,
Aries.
and this just goes right along with Arthur. Be the real you. Mm-hmm. Be the real you. This is about exactly what Arthur was talking about. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. So this is coming forward. And I believe like Arthur said, it's already started for you, where, you know, you're not having any of whatever somebody else is trying to impose on you as who you are or how you show up. Your prayers are being answered, so great energy coming forward for you. Take some time to increase your knowledge, whether that's classes or educational information you can get, or just read a book that gives you some better handle on how to operate in this universe and bring things in that you need. And lastly, have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow that beautiful energy of divine source to, you know, come forward with no ego stuff, because you're going to be flying through 2024. So love it. Okay, so Sonia, can you take a look to see if I will meet a new true love, and when? Please and thank you. A new true love.
Sonia, you've always been a late bloomer, so don't think everything's wrong. You're not going to be the lady with the cats, dogs, and critters on some animal TV hoarder show with dead dildos. That's not your future.
Oh my God, that gave me such images. Cat lady images.
Yeah. No. The thing is when. It's when you're ready.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think we're ready. We're not. Or the universe, you know, will bring something. We're not ready. Oh, yes, you are if the universe is bringing it to you. What stands in front of you is someone new that you meet organically, not through a dating site, not through anything like that, or whilst, you know, squeezing the Kupasaba melons in the grocery store. It's going to be somebody that you meet through a mutual friend or acquaintance. And I feel this is going to be in April.
Ooh.
And it's just because you meet doesn't mean all of a sudden it's like, you know, you're together. But what these guides are saying is they're not using the word dating. And I've been getting this a lot lately, where you're not going to be dating. It's more like courting. You're getting to know each other, taking it slow, and just taking your time to invest in getting to know one another. And I feel their energies are the same. They may be 3 or 4 years older, but that's okay. They act younger. And it's just, and this also brings you into a new group of people where, again, it's like, I keep on getting the image of a snake, but it's not a negative image. It's the snake that sheds its skin, leaves everything behind, and moves forward. Mm-hmm. So it's about transformation. Mm-hmm. So in order for you to have this new person coming into your life, it's about raising your vibration, loving yourself again the right way, and just allowing it to happen and let people come to you as opposed to you going after them.
I love that. I love that. And that really coincides with what I got. And they're saying, yes, don't give up on love. So you just have to clear and forgive yourself and others from your past relationships, to let your heart open up. And that is going to allow you to let love in. Basically, that's what that's about. No one's perfect. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. But just let that person show up and appreciate them as they are in that moment. Trust that there's a divine purpose in everything, and let it unfold, and don't put a lot of pressure on yourself, or just allow it to happen, and it'll be in beautiful timing. So thank you, Sonia, for that question. And Viviani's asking, message from my spirit team about 2024. So you're going to get Heinz 57, Viviani. So
was Viviani the one we talked about having a spiritual team that were divers or judges?
that are what? That are
diving judges.
Diving, yes, that was Viviani with the diving judges.
Because I'm still getting the same image: 9.5, 9.5, 9.5.
Remember that so well. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, that knocked me off my feet that you totally remembered that. Oh my gosh.
I can't remember.
And they're all saying gold.
Yeah, it's like it's take the leap of faith. There is water in the pool, yes. And don't think you're going to drown because it's kids' pool. So hey, it's all good.
I love that answer. Oh yeah, man, you have a good memory.
And we're going to, and you will. Don't judge yourself, or don't let others judge you. But if they do, it's going to be a 9.5. It's Olympic gold. That's what 2024 is, because these last 5 years has been leading up to this.
So yeah, and you know what, Viviani, they're really saying the same thing they were saying before, just like Arthur said. And they're telling you, make a decision, get out there. They remember, my part of that vision was you jumping into the pool and swimming that lap so you can stand there with the judges with the gold. You got to swim in the race. So make the decision to jump in. Keep your heart open to yourself, to the love of self and the confidence in yourself. Get your power back. This in you, this spiritual being having power in the world. So,
well, if you don't love you, how's that going to love you? As RuPaul would say.
It's exactly like that. That's how the universe works. So thank you for that, Viviani. And Joyful Journey is asking, what does the new year hold for me? So Joyful Journey.
The first thing I'm getting is some things about behavior modification. In other words, it's typical to say, oh, well, I'm going to go on a diet. You don't want to go on a diet. Take away the T, you have the word die.
I love that. Diet includes the word die. You don't want to do that.
No. But what I'm getting here is it's time for behavior modification to become the person you know you are.
Oh, man.
And allow that person to shine.
Yeah.
And it's about new routines. So it's like things, again, renewal. Like I'm getting this for a lot of people tonight, is like, you've already started. But just because it hasn't served you well all this time doesn't mean you can't change it up. Do something new.
I love that. And I think
it's like nothing is etched in stone. I mean, I tell people, take that stone and break it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that, because that's empowerment. You're empowering yourself to make your present moment what you would like, or your next moment, because we're always creating the now. No matter what. And
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But when we manifest, it's already here. It's the law of the universe.
Yeah, correct.
We don't manifest for something in the future.
Exactly.
It'll never happen.
No.
It's already here.
And you behave as though you already have acquired It's already here. It's already.
Mhm.
Thank you, universe, for my XYZ. Thank you for blah, blah, blah. And feel it and behave as though you have it. So they're telling you, joyful journey, embrace this magical moment. I think I got this card for you before. So this is the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles, and your vibration is rising. So it's a time of great spiritual growth for you. And this is the winter solstice coming up. You'll have to go watch Arthur's winter solstice meditation, because that's going to be powerful. You are
Actually, I'm also going to suggest gratitude.
Gratitude, yes.
Mhm.
You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency, and finally embrace your life's purpose. So when you know what that core life purpose is and you bring that forward, you're in a space of profound, get rid of that blurriness. You're in a space of profound bliss, because you're bringing forward, you're right where you know you should be. And everything is right in the world. So that's the feeling. So 2024 should be great for you, joyful journey. Thank you for asking. And Sally is asking, will my disability appeal require a lawsuit, or will it be resolved before that?
It gets resolved. You may need to talk with an attorney and or quote advisor of some sort, but I don't see you having to do a lawsuit. Maybe possibly have someone write a letter, because it takes a bully to bully the bully, and that's what this person will be.
That's
but
right.
you do get it.
That's
You
all.
have to fight for it, but I don't feel you're going to have to file a lawsuit. Just a letter.
I think so.
Purposes only.
Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. And what did they have for you, Sally? Have no fear. So don't be in a space of knowing the universe has your back. And this is already a done deal. You're just waiting. It's already a done deal. So hang in there. Deeper insights at hand. So your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. So that's an interesting card to get, considering everything. So I know you're doing that, and whatever you're thinking, yes, you are correct about all of that. So I know you're having thoughts about this and that related to what we're talking about. So yeah, it's telling you you're correct. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. So whatever that is, Sally,
don't go down the rabbit hole thinking negative stuff.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Thank you, Sally.
You do deserve it.
Yes, absolutely. And Steve Watts, who is really Mickey, is saying, what does 2024 hold for me regarding finances, love? Will I move? Oh, heck, anything. Laughing out loud. Will my channel launch on the day I planned? Scared of tech.
I would suggest getting an astrological read on that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because we launch something, that's the birthday. So,
and can I just say, yeah. I mean, Colleen, the cool crone, go to her website, because she is an expert at that kind of thing. Astrologically, she can tell you. She can look at that and give you the whole 911 or 411. I'm sorry, 411. We don't want 911. She can
what kind of website it is.
I mean, but it says you are ready for more. This is a beautiful card for you concerning this. So finances, love, moving, channel launching, Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes that you have been contemplating. So this holds a lot of good energy for 2024 for you. Change is coming. So I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is Archangel Michael. This is a joyous time of opportunities. So what do you want to bring forward regarding your finances and love and moving? That is what you will put your awareness on and feel like you already have it. So that's what we were talking about, right, Arthur, about being in that space of already having manifested in the now.
But I also want to say add one thing. You're not launching a site. You're launching the new and improved you.
Love it. It's all in the total awareness of what you're putting forward. Yes. Right. Yeah.
You do it. You have no choice. You have a lot of people to spite. Do it.
Yes. But all the cards are there showing.
Yeah.
All of this is going forward in a positive way. So good for you, Mickey. And thank you for that question. And Moira is asking, how can I live and earn a living more in alignment with the highest version of myself?
Up until now, it's all been illusion. It's you've been looking at everybody telling you what your limitations are. I can't do this because of that. I can't do this because of that.
Right.
F all that.
Okay.
Well, I am the potty mouth psychic, but I can't say it. But what I'm saying is, though, how to become in line with it is becoming in line with it. It's like, how do you write a book? You write a book.
Yep, exactly.
You get editors and all that other stuff, but nobody's going to write the perfect sentence because they have to have a whole village of people helping you. Well, in the same thing here, but the thing is, you do not need to be asking people what you should be doing. You know what you were doing, but don't bring those people in saying, I think I'll do this. I think because it's like people will sabotage you. They don't mean to, but it's like the girl saying, oh my God, my boyfriend's away for 3 weeks. I'm going to lose 5 pounds when he comes back. And then 2 weeks later, it's just a piece of chocolate cake. You can have it.
Exactly.
So and when you manifest, you don't share what you're manifesting with the world. You manifest with the creator, God, the universe, whatever, but you don't bring people in because you'll never be able to manifest it.
Exactly.
It's between you and the powers that be.
It is the vibration and resonance for you and what you're creating. You don't bring in somebody else's idea or feeling about it. It kind of like energetically ties that to your manifestation. You don't want to go there. So
just line yourself into it and, and do research. I mean, there's so much out here on YouTube that you can find if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But it has to resonate with you. If something sounds, it's like, is this a good touch or a bad touch? Point to the dolly. It's like, if it feels like that, then it's a bad touch.
Yeah.
Don't question yourself. Just because somebody says, oh, you should do this. Well, that's what they should be doing, not you.
Exactly. Exactly. And the universe is trying to tell you, go ahead and increase your knowledge because that will give you more options for how you want to align with bringing something forward that is your heart's desire that you can enjoy and that is something that can bring an income in. And then they tell you, stay the course. Don't give up on things once you start. Go till you really understand it. So don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. And it's telling you change is coming. So this is an exciting, transformative time for you coming forward. Your vibration is rising. So you want to align yourself, get the education in XYZ, tarot reading, mediumship, channeling, whatever it is that you want to bring forward. open up all those gifts. Make sure you meditate and do all those things to align yourself with your highest life path. I hope that helps. Moira, thank you for that question.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Lighthouse Seeker. Will the Democrats ever be the majority in Wisconsin?
Eventually. Don't ask me when. The guys aren't giving us a time frame. They just said eventually.
Oh, good.
Well, you did hear about what happened today with Colorado.
Yeah, there was something in the news, but I didn't pay enough attention.
The Supreme Court said that Trump will not be on the ballot.
Oh, I heard. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, can they even do that? I guess they can because they did.
Well, because they said that he was part of an insurrection.
It's true.
And that's what the first judge said, but she didn't feel like, the amendment talked about the president. But they're saying, well, he's an officer, and the president is an officer. So, yes.
Okay. And you know what? I got 2 yes cards. I have the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles for this. So it's definitely going to happen. And, I don't know how long. Time is always very hard. But there's a 2 on this, which could be 2 years.
But also the priestess energy there, it's the women that make it happen.
Mm-hmm. I love that. So thank you for that question, Lighthouse Seeker. And another question from, my question was, what do you see for me in this next year financially by my well-being? So we actually did his well-being. Did we touch on his well-being, general well-being? We did Jay Roberts, but let me see what that other question was. I would like to know about next year holds for me. And we just read in general. But he was saying, or they, financially and general well-being.
Well, for general well-being, keep out of your head or you're going to drive yourself crazy.
That's true. It's a real thing.
It was funny. I did a show last night with Andre, and he brought up something. He said, if people would listen to what the saying of ease your mind, you'll be able to cope a lot better.
Yeah.
Like if you get crazy with everything, and get uptight, then you can't get answers. If you just relax and ease your mind, things come your way. And that's basically why I use that as my title.
Right.
As opposed to lose my mind. But you're going to be okay financially. I feel what you have to do. It's you're afraid to do it.
Yeah. And it's funny. I pulled the Queen of Swords, and it's all about a person speaking their mind. It's all about the mind, being highly intelligent and being in the mind. So the mind can be a thing that the next one is the Page of Swords. So it's all a mental place. And they're saying unconcerned about the feelings of others, blah, blah, blah. But really, it's being in that mental state of stuff. And you definitely want to get out of that headspace, just like Arthur said, because if you really care about your body, Pentacles, the earth, your body, grounding, just let go and let it all unfold. Just like Arthur said about ease your mind, because that's when you're in the flow and things can happen. You let go and allow. So hopefully that helps, Jay Roberts.
Can I share something real fast?
Oh, sure.
One of the last shows I was talking about is everybody gets themselves so worked up.
Yeah.
And like crazed.
Yeah.
And when we get excited, there's an exercise that I do, which I share with everybody. I'd like to share it real fast here.
Yeah.
Is all you do is try and calm yourself down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes me a couple Captain Morgans. but my spirit guide. But you calm yourself down. You close your eyes. You put your hand over your heart, and your heart will be pounding.
Yeah.
And just focus on that. And all of a sudden, as you're focusing on it, your heart will start getting softer. And as it gets softer, take smaller breaths, not so heavy breaths, and do this for like 5-10 minutes. We don't want you hyperventilating, but you do this for 5 or 10 minutes and you'll just start getting calm. And when we're calm, we can figure things out. Do not do this while you're driving, but in traffic. But what I'm saying is it does get you in that place where things can start making sense again. Because if you're, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and you're like Chicken Little, and we have to tell you it's an acorn, you know, you can't think your way out of a paper bag.
Right.
But if you relax, then you can start doing that. So that's the technique I use every day.
Oh, I'm going to try that.
Yeah,
that
that's
sounds
like my day actually, and it helps ground me with the universe.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. I'm going to try that myself. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Arthur. And thank you, Jay Roberts. And we're going to Kimber. Will I need to go to court to end my ex-boyfriend's claim of illegal marriage, or will he just go?
Easy.
Oh my God.
Go to court because you need finalization. You need closure. And he needs to you need to show him you're standing up to him and that he will go away. Without that, he'll go away, but then he'll come back, go away, come back. You just need closure. And once you stand up to him, it's done. And as I said before, talking about an attorney, a lawyer, a bully to bully the bully, the court will need to be the bully.
Yeah. And it makes sense because here's an agreement. So going and getting the court to, get an, judgment against him or an agreement or something. And here you are, here's the Empress. So somebody sitting there on the throne. I think this is really you being a powerful being for yourself, actually. And Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely need taking this step would be a smart move for you to get it taken care of just like that. And I think Arthur's right about him being always putting a heavy foot on you if you don't get it in writing or have it.
But this also empowers you.
Yeah.
And because if you just tell him to go away, he's not going to. But if you have a court and then there's consequences to what he does.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
That's why the courts are there. So
he's not really going to be caring about going forward with a claim. He's just pushing your buttons and being around bothering you. So you get that taken care of, and yeah, it'll be good.
I have 5 words for you. Leave the Jerry Springer Show episode.
I'm sorry, but Kimber, yeah. Yes, Arthur's right about that. So thank you for that question. And Timber Body is asking messages from my guys for job possibilities for next year.
March.
Ooh.
That came real fast and real strong.
Ooh.
And it's not just a job, it's a career opportunity with room for growth that you hear about through someone, brings it to you. So go with it.
I love that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, actually. And riding home in victory and the sun. You can't be better. You can't go better than that for what Arthur just said. So it backs him up 100%. So, yeah, looks like great energy for you, Timber. So excellent. And so Paul is asking, can you do a reading for my cat Tiger that died 2 days ago? Where did he go? Tiger.
He's coming back.
He's walking around your legs.
Yeah, well, I'm saying he's coming back.
He's like in spirit form. He hasn't left you right yet. So yeah, I'm sure he's coming back, but you're asking about him and he's rubbing up against your legs. So he's with you. He hasn't gone yet 100%. He is in spirit form, but he's still there. You might feel him jump on your bed or jump on your lap, and you might feel him rubbing against your leg because he's like all over that area. And, he totally loves you. And, he, like Arthur said, he will be with you again. So where did he go? He's right there with you right now. Now, I'm not saying that he won't go on, but this minute, 2 days after, he's still in around.
He's still in your presence, and I don't feel he wants to go. But what I'm getting here is if and when the time is right for him to, or for he or she, whatever, for Tiger to leave, I feel Tiger comes back in another form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So thank you for that, Paul. And wow, we have time for a couple of more messages. So hang on while I grab one from some lucky person.
Or unlucky, depending how you're looking at it.
Okay. Oh, everybody's has such beautiful messages for each other. Let's see.
I gotta say, I love this community. You guys are just the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, you guys really behaved because I said no more questions. I don't think anybody put any in here. Let's see. Oh, a lot of good. Okay. Okay, here's one. Sea Dreamer. Last time you both were on, you told me to love myself. What do you see for my new year? Thank you.
Buying yourself gifts now. Taking yourself on a date.
Right.
No, actually, you have raised your vibration a lot on this. And when we love ourselves, the world starts loving us as well.
It happens.
And when we love ourselves the right way, we do raise our vibration. We do get rid of the crazies, like I call the Jerry Springer people. And we start bringing the right people. And to stuff, and we gain clarity. So that's all that's going to be coming to your way in this next year is a sense of clarity that wasn't there before. Because the little things that used to bother you, they don't even bother you anymore. You don't think about them.
Right. Absolutely true.
And the thing is, when you're loving yourself this way, this whole what's coming up for you this new year is you'll be staying out of depression. Because you're looking at the future, you're not looking at the past. And the exact opposite of depression is anxiety, which is the Chicken Little running around going crazy. What's going to happen? That's our job.
Right.
So the thing is, well, it is. But the thing is, it's just believing in yourself, loving yourself, and knowing that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Driving everybody crazy and having fun.
Absolutely. And you know what? I am going to pull from my Gateway of Light activation deck because that's what I'm feeling like for you. But I also saw trust in divine purpose. So you're really going along at a much higher pace. But remember to get your power back. So every time that you think you have to go get guidance from outside yourself, they're reminding you have all the answers within you, but still prioritize self-care and let go all that no longer serves you. So that can be people, that can be jobs, that can be, just making sure boundaries are there so that you are prioritizing yourself by saying, hey, I don't have time for that. whatever this person, how they react in my space doesn't make me feel good. I'm putting a boundary there. And when I look at the gateway of activation, emerald tablet activation, that's a beautiful energy for you. Cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifestation. So you really are bringing in beautiful energy now and anchoring and grounding it in. This is Isis energy into Mother Earth. So this is a powerful card because all of this coming in, grounding it into the earth, creates that anchoring in, and you can really manifest everything into 3D from that place. So congratulations on all that beautiful energy that you're, and keep up the good work. Prioritize yourself, make your boundaries, let go what doesn't serve you. Good job. Very nicely done. So thank you for that, Sea Dreamer. And let's see. We're almost getting to the time. We have a few minutes. Let's see if I have anyone else. Tessy says, hi, Val and Arthur. I've been waiting for 5 years for an opportunity to move. Is it happening in 2024? It seems it's going to be a lot more expensive. Will I be able to afford it?
I get a yes on that. And you're going to start thinking about it more in April.
Ooh.
The thing is, yeah, it's expensive, but the thing is, you have to start going through life as opposed to what it is. Is it a need? Is it a want? Or is it a like?
Good point. Yes.
The thing is, you deserve.
Yeah.
So there's a guy named Eric Butterworth who has a great little saying is, I allow, I deserve, I accept.
Ooh, I love that, because you know what? You are opening the doorway of all of it, and you're saying also, I allow it and I accept it.
And by saying it's more expensive, you're limiting yourself.
Yeah.
Let the universe bring it to you.
And so right. That is so right, Arthur. Thank you for sharing that and reminding us. You have to open up and allow it. You've asked for it. You've got to believe it can happen, and that it is happening.
It's already here.
It's already here.
When we manifest, I look at it as, there's this like bank account.
Yeah.
With all this money. Yeah. And all you need is that withdrawal slip, and it's yours.
That's right.
And that withdrawal slip is getting your vibration in the right frequency.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And here's your mortgage agreement coming up, or the agreement to buy the house. So, it's really true. I'm going to go back to this video, write all Arthur's words down, and start practicing. Gotta practice them myself. Oh gosh.
Well, I took on my halo too, believe me. So I have to remind myself all the time.
No matter how long I've been doing this for a long time, and I've forgotten more than I can remember. So it's good to be reminded. And thank you for that, Tessy. And Denise is saying authenticity is the only way to be. I love it when you two are together. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. So I think we're pretty much down to the. Yeah.
I saw one I would like to answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Cynthia, do you see that one with the little blue?
Let's see if I go down. Cynthia. Let's see.
I'll read it.
Yeah, just read it. Yeah.
Will I ever physically meet an ET in this lifetime?
Ooh.
Will I freak out?
Ooh.
You already have.
Oh.
There's a lot of people running around from the mothership, believe me. You ever watch Jerry Springer? But no, in all seriousness, I believe you have. It's just they didn't let you know who they were.
Oh. Wow.
So that next time you won't freak out.
Wow.
The thing is, you're looking at if it's going to be a gray or a reptilian or something like that, and get all that out of your head.
Yeah. Wow. That's good. I love that. And a lot of them are just among us. And many of them have been here on the planet way before we ever came into being and were orchestrated into being.
Right, when we're just goo.
Yeah, we were goo. So
but in all seriousness, I do feel, Cynthia, that you have. Maybe they didn't want you to remember.
That could be too.
But that's what I got real fast from the guides.
Oh, I love that. Congratulations.
So don't be afraid.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. So that's probably why it's on your mind to question. That is pretty profound. And with that, we're at an hour, and I want to thank you all for being here in the chat and your beautiful questions. And I want to thank Arthur of Arthur Ease Your Mind to being here with all of us and sharing his beautiful energy and his insights. And don't forget to go to Arthur Ease Your Mind's channel and like and subscribe, leave a comment under this video there, and listen to the profound meditation tapes. Don't forget tapes. I meant see my age. Tapes.
Well, it's an 8-track, isn't it?
I'm in the 8-track mode.
I have one in my car. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, but if anybody's watching on my channel, please go to Val.
Oh, thank you. And don't forget to book a reading with Arthur, because his readings are phenomenal. And go listen to the winter solstice meditation, and everything is going to explode with wonderful energy from that.
And just remember, we're all in this together. None of us are alone.
We aren't alone. So bye, everyone. And thank you so much.
Love you, Val. I do.
Love you too, Arthur.